So here's the press release on FTX filing for Chapter 11. This is just coming in right now. The FTX Trading announced today that it's West Shire Services, Alameda Research, 130 additional affiliate companies together have commenced voluntary proceedings under Chapter 11 of the United States Bankruptcy Code in the District of Delaware in order to begin an orderly process to review and monetize assets for the benefit of all global stakeholders. This is just breaking right now. Sam Bankman Fried is said to have also resigned from the company. So now it is an absolute free fall. I'm looking, I actually want to check in on Bitcoin right now to see where we are at with that. It doesn't look like there's too much selling going on as of right now, but I imagine that this is another domino that's going to just create. There it goes. So Bitcoin right now here is
16,000.
It's now plummeted. It is now down another 5% on this news. So here is
go to 5 minute.
Yeah, here's your 5 minute chart right now. Oops.
Here, let me stretch it out for you.
Click on auto for
that
you,
sounded
big boy.
bad. Yeah, there you go.
So there's so here's Bitcoin right now as is continued. This is your 5 minute chart as it's continued to fall here on this news.
Roller coaster.
Absolutely insane. And to your point, Tamp, that you had mentioned earlier, that this was far from over. You guys have heard me mention this as well. And this is just, again, another piece of news. I'm surprised that happened this quickly. You know, this is absolutely insane. You are worth $14 billion. 16 billion dollars, whatever. Okay. And then less than a week later, you are worthless.
Yes.
This reminds me of like Anna Sorokin, Martin Shkreli, and Fire Festival all wrapped into one.
Seriously.
Well, crypto
and Woodstock 99 on top of it.
Yeah.
Came down.
Jesus Christ. Reaction, guys. Reaction.
So
here's one. Boom, baby. If SBF comes out of this, that sucker's a snitch.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful. And will he survive? Damn.
I don't know. He's vegan. He's got to start lifting weights. That's for sure.
Well, he's fat, so
yeah, they'll use him as currency for sure. In prison.
Use fat people as currency. That's cool.
Yeah. It's for comfort, not for much.
Oh yeah. He's come here, teddy bear.
Holy
like I said, so
So that's the and there's just so much coming out of the. I mean, everyone around him. It's almost like there was this whole dark agenda that the world had not seen. The bankers knew about because he's running it like a bank instead of crypto for what it is. And now it's all coming to light. I guarantee you it's going to be one right after the other. And all these guys that are not doing proof of reserves. What proof of reserves is blockchain is known as the chain of truth. Whatever's in there cannot be modified, removed, deleted, or anything of that sort. So when you post it, it's taken as truth, absolutely. And you can look into the blockchain on how much value is in there, how much is locked up, where things are. So CZ and quite a few other exchanges started posting, hey, here's where our funds are. Here's where everything is. If you don't believe me, go to the blockchain, look at the wallet, and you can do proof of reserves. There's a lot of others that are not announcing it or staying quiet about it. So now the big question is, are others like Genesis, BlockFi now, and so many others that are not refusing, but not acting on it?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It calls to attention. Okay, what's happening over there? Is this the next fall? And of course, we can't forget USDT. Now all of a sudden, USDT under another of the mafia boys in crypto is offering it for all the people affected to be able to retrieve their funds, but still under those other rules. So there's a lot of mud in this water, and it's muddy at the moment.
Can we open that up for a second? I don't think there's probably some new people in the crypto community who don't have the background behind what happened with Bitfinex and USDT. Would you like to?
I'll let you run with it. And
Yeah,
I'll support you.
Yeah,
in it.
so my understanding, it's been a while. I get bombarded with information all the time, but my understanding is that basically the same group of people created USDT, also created Bitfinex, and they were basically, USDT is supposed to have one actual US dollar in an account for every token they have in supply. So for every one USDT, according to their documentation, they were supposed to have one actual US dollar to back that, so it was properly pegged. But it came out that they weren't doing that. They were actually playing with the numbers. Then they had more USDT in circulation than they actually had US dollars to back it, so it wasn't properly pegged, and that shook the confidence. And then in the state of New York, the courts started really looking into them and trying to pin them to the wall. But then conveniently, a whole lot of other smokescreen stuff popped up. All the Epstein stuff popped up, creating smokescreen for what was happening there. I don't know if they're correlated, but that did happen at the same time. So
yes, I will though say that FTX, or excuse me, that USDT was taken to court 3 different times, and all 3 different times came out looking, I mean, just clean as a whistle. I personally am not worried at all about USDT having their reserves. They have their reserves backed legally to where they're supposed to be. Why would they go any harder than that? I wouldn't as a business owner. They have so many assets that aren't listed and aren't declared. I wouldn't declare them either.
And that's the key though. That's the difference though of proof of reserves versus what USDT is doing. So and to your point, I'm not questioning it. It's more of the transparency attached to it. So the fact that they in their website used to say 1-to-1 to the dollar. And then once the New York state attorney started suing them for information clarity, and there were documents that came out where they were short on money, and they were trying, there was this whole situation. They were asking, okay, what is your peg? How are you pegging? And then all of a sudden they started changing, with commercial paper, they started changing to now they're more of a reserve bank, not a 1-to-1 ownership of it. And to this day, they still have not released proof of reserves, which everyone else is going. So,
but every time they have been audited and or taken to jail, they have come out clean every single time. So just to be said, but you are correct. I think we're going to see that trend of proof of reserves. I know Coinbase is going to do it. I'm sure other centralized exchanges are saying that is the way to go. So you're going to start seeing them do it.
I have to. So I want to make sure that we're staying on topic of the FTX saga. Like
well, they're related, by the way.
Well, I know that. But
this
I'm
is
just
precedence,
specifically about SBF, like in this FTX debacle. Obviously, he's the fall guy. Obviously, he is also fucked up. But you can't tell me that there's no one else that knew that this was fucking going on.
Oh, sure, totally.
Oh, of course, that's what needs to be seen.
And the fact that
that's
CZ
my question.
Tweeted it last Sunday, saying there's a lot of back shit going on. I'm getting rid of this token. That's what triggered it all.
Yeah, and I just have to wonder who else is going to come to light. Like, is it going to be? We've seen some of the rumors flying around about Gensler and the relationship there. So I have to wonder if the government is somehow going to get exposed from this, or what other major company gets exposed from this. Like there's just no way that CZ is the only guy that did actual due diligence on this on FTX and knew what the fuck was happening.
But that's exactly what we're talking about, Brad. I mean, and yes, we're semi talking about possibilities, but there are facts in there that lie deep into Capitol Hill. The SBF is pictured with all kind of regulators.
Donations.
We have direct access to Hillary Clinton's lawyer and SBF's mother.
Yep.
We have direct access to Gary Gensler through the head of Alameda. Caroline's father is Gensler's boss. Okay, like there are deep roots here that happen to be politically on one side, that is also wants to be the regulator side. So it's not about politics, but it is about access that side of politics is going to have knowledge of, which, Brad, is what you want. Like, that's what we're saying. This is deep rooted. So now SBF, him going to jail is basically him going to Guantanamo. It's going to be who gets to him first, what do you say, boy, or what do you not say?
Yeah.
You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? You know, your life is essentially over. Will also hurt all those you love, which is all of FTX's employment. All FTX top brass, they all went to school together. They all went to like MIT. Yeah. So we're going to hurt everybody, you know, their families, you're done. And this is how this is going to play out. And you're going to have to look at this like Jeffrey Epstein-esque.
Make you an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah, there's going to be certain things that aren't ever said that everybody's saying, like, why doesn't somebody say the elephant in the room? It's going to happen.
And one of the things that they usually do is wag the dog. So someone's going to die. You watch. Yeah.
I mean, it's sad, man. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Those are factual access and roots in this drama. What comes of that is yet to be seen.